Welcome to the stream, boils and ghouls, ladies and germs. Today is October 29th, 2021, and I have come to a decision. It's not a good decision. It may not be a bad decision. I don't know. I don't like making these big decisions, but when it comes to my channel and it comes to the integrity of the haunted house and safety, I had to make a call. And unfortunately, I will be canceling the haunted house for 2021. Hollow Zero will not be completed due to a variety of reasons, which I guess I could get into on this stream, but I may not get into all of them because you know, it's sad, you know, really. I really did want to do this haunt. I think this was going to be one of the best haunts of my haunting career. But here's the problem. Let me try to lay this out so you can kind of understand my mindset here. On the outset, I thought this was going to be the best year because it was going to give me more time because I only had a few days to do the one in the garage. It was going to give me a neat new space. It was outside. I didn't have to worry about the COVID stuff. So I was super hyped. Then there was the weather. It rains really bad in this area, and it's very windy, especially now. And the way that I've done these walls, let me show you this. The way I've done these walls is they are stakes. They are 9-foot stakes that I got from Lowe's. Heavy-duty ones, I might add. But the problem is, you really have to hammer them down, and this ground is not very forgiving, so they're constantly falling over. And what you have here are a lot of slanted stakes now that I fear are going to pop out at any moment because of this wind. In addition, the wind has completely blown over this tent, as you can see back here, which was going to be the interior of the medical bay for the haunt. This isn't the first time that it fell. I didn't mention this in my previous haunt build because I didn't want to, I guess, kind of embarrass myself because of the fact, but it is the truth. That tent has already fallen before, and if I were to put it up again, I fear that it may fall by tomorrow morning or by Halloween morning. And when I get, so here, these are like the walls for it. When I pull them tautly, you know, like this, let's say, hopefully you can hear me because of this wind. If I pull them tautly like that, as the walls should be, it's going to pick up like a sail and fling this thing around even more. And because of those factors, because of the fact that I don't have an insurance quote out here yet, and because there are noticeably nails, there's broken glass, there's rocks out here, it's just a safety issue. This entire area is surrounded by water, and if any of those wooden panels fell, I could risk if a kid comes through. I don't want them to go in that area. It's just many factors that I've had to deliberate. I really did want to do the haunt, so don't think I'm trying to cop out here. I've been really pushing this thing this entire month. But it seems like everything else is working against me. And there are, you know, if you know my background, then I do believe there are some things that are in God's hands. And this might be one of them. At the end of the day, just because of the weather, because of the situation that I'm in, I thought this was going to be a really creative, fun experience. You can go back and watch the haunt builds and see how far this thing has come. I've never canceled a haunt before. Last year, I already had planned that I wasn't doing one, so this is a different experience for me. But maybe this will be an encouragement for some of my younger haunt fans that I've seen have to unfortunately cancel haunts. And the thing is, you matter more than your success rate. And just because your haunt is canceled doesn't mean Halloween doesn't have to not be happy. Halloween can still be a happy Halloween, even without your haunt, even without your festivities. I'm the type of person that likes to put on things for other people, to share this creativity, to show off the props, to show off the actors. I bought costumes for this. I bought all of this material for this, that hundreds of dollars. I don't know about $1,000, but at maybe $600, $700. So I am cutting a big loss here. But at the end of the day, if safety is going to be a concern, if money, insurance, and the weather, of course, sometimes you have to cut your losses. You know what I mean? This doesn't mean that I'm not going to be posting any more videos. I actually have a video planned for today, which I think is a fun one. I actually have a short film that will be coming out on Halloween. And when I say short, I mean, when I say short, I mean it's like 20 minutes, so it's actually a decent amount of time. So then the question remains, as some of you have asked, what is going to happen to our beloved Hollow Zero? Because I love this story. I've been planning this haunt since the beginning of the year, if you remember, with the teasers out here and all of that. So what is going to happen now with Hollow Zero? I don't know. Because my fear is, if I schedule it to come out next Halloween, the problem could be exactly what is happening right now. So as I see it, I would need to do it in an indoor location where I don't have to worry about weather or certain insurance costs or safety concerns, because it's all inside. I don't have to worry about broken glass on the ground. I contacted an area in my city last November if I could do a haunted house there. I did not receive a response. But they are doing a haunted house there now, but I was not made aware of it until recently. So there's a possibility I could do that in the future. I don't know what the plans will be. There is a lot up in the air right now. I'm not going away or anything like that. Like, Hauntformer will still remain, still doing videos and stuff, but the state of the haunted house itself is in the air. Ever since last year, ever since this pandemic, ever since moving it out of that original space and location. So this will be a deliberating time for me, I guess. If you have any ideas or suggestions, feel free to email me. I'd like to hear your thoughts on the matter. Again, I want to say I appreciate each and every one of you. I'm sure you're sad as I am, because I really wanted this to be an awesome year, not just for you, the fans on YouTube, not just for me, the guy doing all of this, because I love doing haunting, but also the people who are going to come through, or were going to come through on Halloween to see this all play out. But, you know, when it comes down to it, at the end of the day, you have to make some big decisions, and this happens to be one that I didn't want to make, but I hope it is one for the best. I guess we'll never know. But what I will say is that new videos are coming soon. Halloween is 2 days away. Just because you can't do a haunted house doesn't mean you can't have a fun time on Halloween. I don't know what my plans will be now. That will be another decision that I'll have to make. Last year I did a party. It might be too late to schedule a party now. I could potentially work at other local haunts in the area. I'll have to see what goes on. But rest assured, Halloween is still happy. Hauntformer is still spooky. I am still, for all things Halloween. Just unfortunately this year, my haunt met its end. I suppose the haunt itself fell into Hollow Zero after all. I appreciate you guys watching the stream. Maniac appreciates you guys watching this stream. Isn't that right? Yes, it is. So yeah, that's all I got for you guys and gals. I wish there was a more optimistic thing I could tell you here, but unfortunately, due to things beyond my control, some that are in my control, some that aren't, I unfortunately have to cancel, which is a big bummer, which is a big loss for me, because I really enjoy doing this. Even if I did piece it together now with these limitations, it wouldn't be something I would be very proud of. It would turn into something that, in my opinion, would probably be inferior to the ones in the garage. And that was one of the reasons why I wanted to move out of the garage to do something bigger and better and cooler. and I can't do that, and so that's the dilemma I'm in. Thankfully for me, at least, I'm kind of a multifaceted individual. I don't like to stick to one thing all the time. So while The Haunt was one part of my Halloween season, I've been writing a bunch of horror stories. 15 horror stories that you can read right now on the Creepypasta Wiki, in fact, under my author name, Mac Ralston, all one word, capital M, capital R. I will be narrating some of them for Halloween, as well as you can find other Creepypasta narrators, including Mr. Creepypasta, who have narrated my stories. At least 3, if not more, are specifically about Halloween itself. In addition, like I said, I have a film coming out on the 31st, which you can watch. You should get with your friends and check it out. It's very spooky. It's very creepy. I think you'll have a fun time watching it. Like I said, Halloween's still happy. Doesn't really make a difference what I do about it. Make your Halloween special and have a blast with it. Maybe I'll do a live stream on Halloween now. Maybe I'll do something cool. I don't know. I gotta think about this. Doing things that are so time constricted, like waiting now until 2 days before Halloween to make this call, is not something I prefer. But at the end of the day, it is what it is. You know what I mean? So, again, from the bottom of my heart, my spooky heart, I appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you for watching the stream. I am going to leave this stream up because I'm kind of a little bit of a perfectionist with my videos. I like really polished stuff. I like it to all look very pristine and nice, and I like my lighting the way it is and the backgrounds. This is kind of a spur of the moment thing, but you know what? Sometimes life is spur of the moment. So maybe this will be an encouragement to each and every one of you. I hope you have a happy Halloween. I'll still be around, so drop your comments, share videos, share scary stories with me. I will still be active and around. And remember, for all things Halloween, this is Hauntformer.